Hi, everyone. We have Coach here. If you have a question, raise your hand and I'll bring you into the room. Rebecca Harlow.
Coach, half the season in the books at this point. You guys are 19 and 18. How would you describe where you guys are as a team, particularly with the playoff run ahead?
There's some good things that we did, and obviously some things that we have to improve upon. And the break comes at a good time. We've had a difficult schedule in terms of travel, and get a chance to gather, take a look at the first half, dig into it, and then of course be ready for the second half. And the challenge will be great. So it should bring the best out in us, but just don't change our approach. Concentrate on improvement each and every day. Be ready for Milwaukee. That'll be a great test for us first game out.
Steve Popper, Newsday.
Hey, Tom, we know he doesn't get a break, that he's headed to the All-Star game, but just kind of, can you sum up what you see from Julius this first half of the season?
Yeah, just it's amazing. He's he's turned into an all-NBA player. He's been a terrific leader. And until you're around someone every day, and our workouts in the summer, and I saw that he was special. I'm very close with the guys who coached him in New Orleans, and they all felt, they said, you're going to love him when you coach him. And that holds true. Like after being around him, and then the way he's changed his game. My big concern going into the season was the shooting, the three-point shooting, and he was so diligent with his work, and he's become a terrific three-point shooter. But he's got an all-around game. He can put it on the floor. He can post up. He can finish through contact. He can catch and shoot. He can run the offense. Defensively, he's really made great strides. The rebounding's been terrific, but it's more his leadership too. He's a great worker and such a great example for the team. So he's been terrific, and the impact on winning has been huge. And so it's not his individual statistics. That's what he's doing for the team, and that becomes contagious. And we've had a number of guys step up and really play well. I think the way RJ's coming along, Mitch and Nerlens stepping in, the rim protection's been terrific. But we have a great group of veterans that really play hard, and they play for the team. When you look at what Reggie does every night, he's sort of an unsung hero. Plays great defense, guards the toughest perimeter player, spaces the floor, makes plays, gives us the catch and shoot stuff. Elfrid stepping up. Now we're getting a chance to see Frank play as well. So the all-around team play, the willingness to sacrifice. The two young guys have been great in terms of what they've brought to the team in terms of energy and attitude, and soaking things up from the vets. So and then of course Derek and Taj, and all the guys. I don't want to overlook what Theo's brought, and Austin Rivers. All those guys are all contributing, and it's important.
Ian Begley, SNY.
Tom, obviously Frank, not in the rotation, then he was out, and what does it say about him that he's able to just, when he gets on the floor, he's able to impact the game, knock down shots? What do you think about that? And just in general, what do you think about what you?
He's been terrific. Not in the rotation. Basically, the practices have become his games. He's there early. He's with the early group. That we have a number of guys who come in early to do some extra stuff as a group. Not they're in the individual stuff is that's a given, but to do it as a group, and then they also have the same commitment in the evening. So we have a number of guys that have put a lot of extra work in, and it's paid off for him. So, but watching him play and work his way through things, and his versatility, basically can play all three positions on the perimeter, and his shooting has really come along. And he hit some big shots for us tonight, but his defense has been huge for us.
Mark Berman, your host.
Hey, Tom, I know you're a very hard worker, but the All-Star break's coming up. How are you going to spend it? do you take a few days off or do you dive right into,
Mark, you know me, Turks and Caicos.
Mike working off the Athletic.
I'm just gonna assume that's a joke. I don't know you at all.
Yeah, no, it's, I'll get some time with my family, just relaxing and then recharge a little bit and then get ready for the second half.
Tom, I just wanted to ask about RJ. The shooting this year, especially the 3-point shooting the last about 30 games or so, especially after that cold start. I mean, what have you seen with this jumper that it's become good and consistent?
His extra work, he comes in every night. He's put a lot of effort into it. And he sets up the gun right in front of my office. I think he does it on purpose, but I watch him shoot and it's terrific. He's found a great rhythm. I think his preparation is giving him a lot of confidence, and that's something that we want him to continue to do. And he's always had the downhill ability, puts a lot of pressure on the rim. He's making good rim reads, but I think the way he's shooting the ball now has really opened up a lot of things for us.
Respect.
Hey, Tom, what do you think of your team's turnaround performance tonight? And what does that say about the mettle and the fabric of this ball club?
Yeah, and I think, obviously we're all disappointed with the end of the San Antonio game, but that's sort of been the fabric of the team. It's a terrific group of guys to work with. They come in the next day, they want to get right back to it and fix whatever we need to fix and concentrate on who we're going to play that in that next game. And they've done that all year. So it's about building the right habits, doing the right things each and every day, and then the results will take care of themselves.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep, thanks.
Hi, everyone. We have RJ Barrett here. If you have a question, raise your hand and I'll bring you into the room. Christian Winfield, Daily News.
Hey RJ, how's it going? Can you just talk about the work that you put in over the off season on your entire game and just how that work has started to pay off now at this point in the season?
I would just say I work very hard. I work very hard on my game every day. Twice a day, just trying to get reps in all the time. So it's great to see it translating in the game.
Rebecca Harlow.
RJ, half the season under your belt at this point, with the team being at 19 and 18. It's been a long time since a Knicks team has been above 500 at this point of this season. How would you assess where this group is right now?
I think we're working very hard. We're working really hard. We're having some success. We still have things that a lot of things that we have to clean up, but I think hard work is always gonna make up for it. So we're just trying to learn and grow every day.
Steve Popper, Newsday.
RJ, Julius talked about that and wrote about it today, I guess, about the extra work you guys do. Just how has that kind of started and continued for you guys?
We always say trust your work, because we put in the extra time. We do all the little things, and we're seeing some success a little bit. We're not satisfied at all, and we know we have a long way to go, but just trusting our work and doing the little things is gonna help us.
Mark Berman.
hey, RJ, I know you didn't make that rookie team at the end of the last season, but yesterday they put you into the Rising Stars Challenge. Did that mean something? And do you wish you were going to Atlanta to actually play that game?
Of course it would be fun to play. Playing the game again. I was fortunate enough to play in it last year, so definitely means something. Very honored to be selected again.
Mike Vorkunov.
Hey RJ, Tibbs was saying in terms of your shooting, you set up your shooting gun outside of his office in practice. Is that true? Is that intentional? And
the shooting gun is actually literally right outside his office window. So I just go to the closest basket and I shoot there. I try to go every night before a game.
Bruce Beck.
RJ, what's your confidence level like right now, especially just going to the paint like tonight, no one could stay with you. I just wanted to know how you feel about your growth in that regard.
I could always get into the paint. I think I'm trying to grow and learn to make better decisions when I'm in there. Find them open teammates. Nerls was great today. He caught, a couple lobs. And, that's really it, because I know I can get in there just trying to make the right decisions when I get there.
Last question, Christian Winfield.
RJ, how would you summarize the biggest difference between this team this year and this team last year?
I think we're all engaged. We all have, our mindset on the same goal, and we're all working towards that. We're very, very together, and I'm enjoying this year. I'm loving it a lot.
Thank you, RJ. Rebecca Harlow.
Hey, Julia, something that we didn't get to on the floor tonight, with the amount of time that you've put into the rookies, and you've talked about how excited you've been to work with them, how exciting is it for you that they want to work as hard as you?
Very exciting. It's encouraging. Gives me a ton of confidence in them, and just lets me know that they're going to have a bright future in this league. So it's really exciting. It's a tremendous honor for me to be able to lead those guys every day, to have that type of responsibility. So something I look forward to, and just really encouraging.
Christian Winfield.
Hey, Julius, by my count, you guys are 12-5 against the quote-unquote teams that you guys are supposed to beat, the lesser opponents, the guys who are outside of the playoff race. Does that say something about how far this team has come year over year, being able to kind of handle business as you're supposed to?
Yeah, last year those games were a toss-up. This year we're handling business when we're supposed to. And, that's always encouraging, taking care of what you're supposed to. It's definitely helped us be in the position that we're in right now.
Brian Mahoney, AP.
Hey, Julius, I think either way, people would have looked at this as a successful first half, no matter what happened tonight. But just kind of what does it mean to go into this break with the winning record and, with a strong one last performance for you before you go to Atlanta?
Really good. Gives us good momentum to go into the break. Now it's on us as players just to stay sharp, come back ready whenever we have to play versus Milwaukee. So it's on us. We got to stay sharp. We got to stay mentally sharp, come back and have a good second half. The great half was great for us. But, we know we can keep improving and getting better as a team, and we will.
Steve Popper.
Hey, Julius, we asked you about, the first half and what you guys have achieved, but what's the message from Tom sending you guys out? Is it focused on how you come back?
Yeah, it's our focus throughout the break, making sure we're staying on top of our conditioning and staying sharp on our game. But we as a group, we aren't satisfied. We aren't nearly satisfied. We haven't accomplished what we want to accomplish, and we know we can get better. So as a group, we're hungry for more.
Mark Berman.
Yeah, when we spoke to you this morning, I hadn't read that Players Tribune piece, and you talked a lot about leadership. How much of a leader have you been? Do you feel you are the captain, even though it's not official? I don't know if it's official. Is it official that you're the captain?
I didn't even know that was really a huge of a thing. I recently just learned that. But I definitely think I've grown as a leader. I definitely think I'm a person on our team that leads by example, how I approach the game, how I work. Just I care about my teammates. So I definitely think it's something that guys look to me every night to bring, my game a certain way. And I try to do the best of my ability to do that.
Bruce Beck.
Julius, do you embrace the responsibility that comes with putting this team on your back on many nights where you're the guy that's the leader out there?
Absolutely. I embrace it. I work for it. Challenge myself and push myself to be able to do it on a nightly basis. And I know I still have a long way to go, and I can get a lot better. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
Last question, Mike Borganow.
Juice, I think you had a few more kickouts, assists to the corners for threes tonight. That's the thing you've been doing all season. Is that something you're looking for when you're driving and trying to find guys specifically in the corners?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's corners or wherever it may be, but I know when I get in the paint, teams are coming, they're collapsing. So it's my job just to read and make the right play. And guys are doing a great job of finding open spots and getting in my vision and just making the game easy for me.
Thank you, Julius.
Thank you, guys. See you after the break.
Hey everyone, Alfred Payton's here. If you have a question, please raise your hand and I'll bring you into the room. Christian Winfield.
Hey, Elfrid, how's it going? By my count, you guys are 12-5 against the quote-unquote teams you're supposed to beat, the teams that are outside of the playoff race. Does that say something about just how this team has been able to grow year over year from what you guys were doing last year?
Yeah. Just trying to compete at a high level, no matter who's out there. Just trying to play our game, continue to get better each and every game, and live with the results.
Mark Berman.
Hey, Elfrid, this hamstring strain that you had, I mean, it obviously was a lot less serious than last season's, and we're happy that you were able to come back so soon.
Would you be happy if you could come back fast?
Steve Popper, Newsday.
Hey, Alfred, you've obviously played with, Julius longer than anybody here. Just kind of, could you sum up what you've seen from him this first half of the season, different than maybe what you've seen before?
I don't know. Julius puts in a lot of work, a lot of things that a lot of people don't see. He's constantly working on his game on and off the court. So seeing it all come together has been really special. He deserves everything that's coming his way. He deserves every bit of it. It's been a pleasure to watch.
Amanda Hajar, Knicks Digital.
AP, RJ and Julius mentioned, you're not satisfied and you guys have accomplished a lot, but you're nowhere near where you want to be. Can you just talk about that mentality and how you guys, staying hungry heading into the break and then second half?
Honestly, just because we haven't really did anything. We're in a good place, but this could easily, go another way in the second half of the season. So we feel like we're close, but we got so much more room to grow. So, coach is always on us, we're on each other. Instead of pushing ourselves, instead of, trying to exhaust everything that we can get out of each other. And, we'll live with the results.
Christian Winfield.
For another one for you, what's the feeling from the team for a guy like Frank, who has struggled with his shot for so long and then comes out on fire today and really this season in the games that he's played? Just A, can you talk to the work that you've seen him put in on that jump shot, and B, just what's the feeling to watch him actually start knocking those down?
He puts in the work every day. That's one thing I can say about this group. Everybody works hard. It's not something I've been able to say over my entire career since I've been in the league. Everybody on this team works hard, and we excited. Everybody's excited when Frank's out there knocking down shots because we've seen the work he put in. We see him make it in practice all the time. So to be able to get the carryover and knock it down in the game, everybody loves to see that.
Steve Popper.
Whether it's from the coach or from you guys yourselves, what's the message you guys depart with for the All-Star break here?
Good first half. Enjoy it, a little time, but stay locked in. We got a lot of things to accomplish on the second half. Still got a lot of work to do. And, I think everybody received that message, and I think we'll be fine.
Thank you, Alfred.
Thank y'all.